Have you ever contemplated the nature of reality and our place within it? Every living thing, regardless of size, is intricately connected through an intelligent energy field. This concept, known as the Law of Divine Oneness, can transform how we perceive ourselves, our relationships, and the world around us. The Law of Divine Oneness suggests that we are all interconnected, influencing each other through a shared consciousness. Imagine us as threads woven into a vast universal tapestry, each contributing to the overall design. This interconnectedness implies that our thoughts, feelings, and actions impact more than just our individual lives. I first encountered this idea during a difficult period when I felt isolated and disconnected. I turned to ancient spiritual teachings and discovered that many wise individuals believed in a profound connection among all beings, a cosmic dance of energy and awareness. This realization shifted my perspective, making me more empathetic and compassionate toward others. The concept of divine oneness is deeply rooted in various spiritual and philosophical traditions that have existed for centuries. Civilizations such as the ancient Greeks and Indians believed in a unifying force that connects everything. For example, the Upanishads, ancient Hindu texts, discuss Brahman, the ultimate reality. Brahman is regarded as the divine source from which everything originates and eventually returns. The Upanishads teach that each person's true self, known as Atman, is essentially the same as Brahman. This unity between individuals and the divine forms the foundation of the Law of Divine Oneness. Similarly, in the 3rd century CE, the philosopher Plotinus introduced the concept of the One, the source from which all things emanate and which sustains everything. It transcends all categories and distinctions. Other traditions echo these beliefs, such as the concept of Tawheed in Islam, which emphasizes the unity of God, or Guru Nanak's teachings on the unity of creation and the divine in Sikhism. In Chinese philosophy, the Tao represents the interconnectedness of all things. So, what does this mean for us today? How do these ideas influence our daily lives and shape our self-perception? The Law of Divine Oneness teaches us that, despite our apparent differences, we are all part of the same reality. This understanding can make us feel less isolated, as our thoughts, emotions, and actions are intertwined with those of others. Embracing this connection fosters a sense of compassion and responsibility. The Law of Divine Oneness also suggests that there is one infinite source of energy that animates all life. This energy flows through every being and can be accessed through practices like meditation and prayer, offering us wisdom, creativity, and strength. While the concept of divine oneness is deeply spiritual, it also finds support in scientific research. Studies in quantum physics and neuroscience reveal connections between all things, from subatomic particles to human thoughts. Epigenetics, a burgeoning field of study, demonstrates how our emotions and thoughts can influence our health and even our genes. The Law of Divine Oneness brings people together by highlighting our ability to impact each other and the world. When we understand and accept this, we can work towards a kinder, more peaceful, and sustainable way of living. Let's explore how we can apply the Law of Divine Oneness in our everyday lives and cultivate a sense of connection with everything around us. Meditation is a powerful tool for fostering connection. When we meditate, we quiet our minds and become more aware, enabling us to experience the interconnectedness of all things. A well-known Buddhist story illustrates this idea. A monk once asked his teacher about the Buddha's teachings. The teacher responded, "Eat when hungry, sleep when tired." This simple advice underscores the importance of being present in each moment, which helps us connect with the universe. Through meditation, we focus on our breath or a mantra, clearing our minds and feeling connected to something greater. Numerous studies have shown that meditation benefits both our physical and mental health, and it can positively impact entire communities. In 1993, for instance, 4,000 people meditated in Washington, D.C., to reduce crime, and remarkably, crime rates decreased by 23% during that period. While we should approach such findings with caution, as correlation does not imply causation, they suggest that our thoughts and awareness can influence the world around us. Prayer is another means of connecting with a higher power or universal consciousness. It allows us to focus our intentions and doesn't need to be tied to any particular religion. One form of prayer that embodies the concept of oneness is the loving-kindness meditation, also known as metta meditation. In this practice, we offer kind phrases to ourselves, loved ones, neutral people, difficult individuals, and all beings. A typical sequence might be, "May I be happy, healthy, safe, and peaceful," followed by similar wishes for others. This practice is powerful because it reminds us that we all share the same fundamental desires for happiness and freedom from suffering. When we extend these wishes to others, we begin to see our common humanity. The law of divine oneness is supported by both science and philosophy. For instance, quantum entanglement in physics shows that particles can remain connected and respond to each other instantaneously, even when separated by vast distances, a phenomenon Albert Einstein famously referred to as spooky action at a distance. In deep ecology, philosophers like Ness discuss the ecological self, which involves recognizing our intrinsic connection to all living things rather than seeing ourselves as isolated individuals. Ness argued that the notion of a separate self dissolves when we closely examine our relationship with the world. Many traditions embrace the idea of oneness, affirming that everything is interconnected. We can experience this connection through activities like meditation and prayer. When we recognize our interconnectedness, we become more compassionate and mindful of how our actions affect others. We realize that our own happiness is tied to the well-being of others and the planet. The law of divine oneness is not just an abstract idea, it offers a practical path for living. When we align ourselves with the unity of all life, we gain wisdom and love, which help us heal and transform ourselves and the world. Understanding divine oneness has profoundly changed my worldview. I find myself pausing more often, taking a deep breath, and remembering that we are all connected. This awareness is challenging, especially in moments of conflict, but I strive to approach situations with greater openness and understanding. One practice that has been particularly transformative for me is the loving-kindness meditation. Initially, it felt strange to send love to someone I had conflicts with, but over time, I noticed a shift. I realized that much of my animosity stemmed from my own thoughts. As I repeated the phrases, "May you be happy and healthy," I felt my heart softening, and I began to see the other person with greater empathy. This practice has positively impacted all my relationships, making it easier for me to assume that others have good intentions, even when they hurt me. It's not about allowing others to mistreat me or excusing harmful behavior, rather, it's about addressing problems with understanding and kindness. I've also noticed that focusing on our interconnectedness strengthens my desire to help others. It's hard to ignore suffering when you realize that it affects you too. I strive to make choices that benefit everyone and the environment, understanding that even small actions can have a significant impact. Do you feel connected to others or the world? What helps you remember that we are all interconnected? I've learned that understanding ourselves is a lifelong journey, not something we figure out once and then forget about. Every day, we must choose to remain true to who we are. Here are some ways I stay connected. At the start of each day, I try to see the connection in all my interactions. I often pause to take deep breaths and feel connected to my body. I express gratitude for the air I breathe and the food I eat. Doing kind things for others also brings me joy. I like to surround myself with reminders of our interconnectedness, whether it's inspiring quotes, pictures of nature, or spending time with people who share similar values. The law of divine oneness is a powerful principle that can change our lives. It encourages us to move beyond the illusion of separateness and live with love, wisdom, and unity. Although the path may be challenging, requiring us to confront the ways we've divided ourselves and bought into the us versus them mentality, it also offers great freedom and happiness. By working on ourselves and recognizing our connection to all life, we can contribute to healing the world. We come to understand that our happiness is intertwined with the happiness of others and the well-being of the planet, making us feel responsible for taking care of the earth. As we conclude, take a moment to reflect on our interconnectedness. Feel it deep within you and notice how it manifests in your unique way. Remember, in every moment, you have the choice to live in unity or separation. When more people choose unity, we create a world that benefits everyone. The law of divine oneness is a profound truth that has the power to transform our lives and the world. It reveals our connection to all things, a truth supported by diverse spiritual beliefs and even scientific discoveries, such as quantum entanglement, and the ecological self. Divine oneness is not just a concept to understand intellectually, it's something we can experience through practices like meditation, prayer, and conscious living. When we embrace this truth, we begin to live with greater kindness, wisdom, and purpose. Understanding this concept is a lifelong journey, requiring us to challenge our belief in separateness and commit to our true selves in each moment. While it's not always easy, it leads to profound freedom and happiness. As we wrap up our exploration, I invite you to contemplate this truth. Let it guide your interactions with others and yourself. See how it seeks to express itself through you. We all have a role to play in spreading love and unity on earth. When we choose love and unity over fear and division, we help heal the world. We become part of the solution and contribute to the global realization that we are all connected. Practice, explore, and share your thoughts and experiences. Let's work together to create a world filled with love, peace, and abundance for all. If this message resonates with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. How has your experience with divine oneness been? What helps you live by this truth? Share in the comments, and let's continue this important conversation. Stay tuned for more content on this topic. We'll be sharing additional tools and techniques to help you connect with others. There's much to discover on this journey of awakening. Remember, you are not alone, you are part of the web of life. Let's all recognize our unity and live with love and wisdom. If you found this content enjoyable, please consider subscribing to our channel. Additionally, if there is a particular topic you would like us to cover, please feel free to let us know in the comments below.